Hello, I'm recording this from inside where I usually write. It was a little cold outside the last couple of days, but I should be back out tomorrow. Um, this is actually for my YouTube channel, which I renamed A Plus News, and I was thinking about. Well, I had a loss in the family, a personal loss just recently, and it reminded me of when I was a social worker working in a hospital in the ICU unit, which intensive care unit, and I saw a lot of losses in 2 years, and it kind of affected me. But they asked me to do set up a grief group, so I did, and I have since moved on from that, but um, I remember, and it still is the fact that grief never really goes away. You can change it, you can manage it, but the bottom line is whenever something changes, such as, even in the environment, the coronavirus, for example, we had to make changes, and you go through different stages of grief depending on what the change is. So America and the world went through uh, some grief and some. One of the stages is anger, and anger. People were dying, getting sick, and it wasn't being controlled. The pandemic still exists. Upon the last 5 weeks is it or sixth since George Floyd's death, we are now faced with making other big changes to the world. Our world are in the way of protecting the rights of others, and especially when it comes to the training of police officers, and that has been a long time coming. That should have been, well, brought up a while ago, but the fact of the matter is it's here now and we realize it. So we need to bring about change, and I believe that people are going to be angry. People are going to grieve. People are going to lose faith in God. That's all part of grief, and it's also part of evolution. And as humans, we have always evolved, and so this is a difficult for many of us to make so many changes, wearing a mask, and now we need to somehow uh, make Black Lives Matter, and to me, in the form of changes in less police on the streets, more training. Maybe they should get a master or a bachelor's degree. Um, they need to be able to walk around on the streets and not have this hunger for power. 'Cause I think that's one of our problems is they're power hungry, a lot of them, and they don't take responsibility for what they do. That's was shown in when that older 74-year-old man was pushed down by the policeman. You could see there was a whole group of policemen. No one reacted as that older man went down. And they all just kind of maybe looked at each other, and that was it. So, I don't know. Maybe fire them all and rehire a bunch of them. Something's amiss, and I think it's something that we may not have control over. It may be the deep state or the government of some sort, but I'm not into conspiracy theories too much. So something we have to do. We have to be take responsibility and act on suggest changes and act on them. So that's my message for YouTube today. And we shall see you tomorrow. I shall be outside reporting. Thanks for listening.